Oh, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I was going to talk to you about this before. The invocation I'm taking at this level, I'm going to take the one called Ghostly Gaze. It's the one that I think as a... I'll read it to you. Ghostly Gaze. Once per short rest, as an action, you gain the ability to see through solid objects with dark vision to a range of 30 feet for 1 minute.
You can see through walls.
For 1 minute per short rest. And it sort of says in the flavor texty, like, everything appears as a ghostly visage. I sort of like the idea... That was when I was... Yeah. I sort of like the idea that it's a bit, like, fucking terrifying when he turns it on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the... When Frodo puts on the ring in Lord of the Rings. So it's like... It's a thing that he can do to see through walls, but it is, like...
Disturbing.
And maybe like there's like black tentacles everywhere and that sort of thing. Like it's him getting more like him sort of putting his brain on the elder god level sort of thing, and like out of sync with the world. But that's the one I took.
Nice. What did you grab? What did you get out of your level 9 evolve? I've been playing way too much Pokemon.
I also got some level 5 spells, but we talked about that.
I'm now 5d6 for sneak attack.
That seems fair.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
5d6 for sneak attack.
Yeah. Sneak attack is fucking bull.
He murders people.
That's why he's in the
That's why I took
He's
this
the
section.
murdery people kind of rogue.
And I got infiltration expertise.
It's like...
You can unfailingly create false identities for yourself over the course of 7 days. If using the identity as a disguise, other creatures believe you to be that person until given an obvious reason not to. I can be whoever I want to be.
Okay. It's like a motivational speaker thing. You could be what you want to be.
I'm picturing
You can be the best
like a willowy lady drow standing up in front of an audience, but wearing like a brightly coloured polo
With
shirt.
the MC bleeding out in front of them.
Cordless mic.
This is one of those little ones that just comes around.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, people often ask me, how have I got to murder everyone I wanted, but still look so great? The secret is within you.
The other secret is this knife is also within you.
The third
Now,
secret
as you've
is
all
werewolf.
paid thousands upon thousands of dollars to be a smoke bomb.
Just if I could just get everybody to raise their hands, who has given a check to my manager already? Yep, that's everybody. Everybody, smoke bomb.
Also, I've stolen all your identities and you'll be murdered in minutes.
Because this smoke bomb is not just a smoke bomb.
You're not really doing anything
the
to
real
like
secret.
improve the drow identity in the community.
Well, at this point,
He
it's
is
someone
living
else.
up to expectations, though.
Sir, that is stereotyping, and I won't stand for it.
It's called profiling. And what did you grab?
It was the colleges for the bards.
Yep.
And the only one that really seems suitable for Poppet is the glamour. College's glamour. Because the swords is about swords.
Well, yeah, it's basically into the road.
Valor is about martial weapons and armor. And,
Yep, which doesn't really work as a monk. Yep.
That's the cool one.
Well, good, you can try
Lore
that.
is about intelligence. That's not Poppet.
No.
The glamour one's the cool one.
Yeah, and he's got the satires panpipes. He goes through the ley lines. There's kind of like influence bleeding into
Yep. I like it.
I didn't think of it until today. You know how we were in like all of that horrendous shit last session?
Yeah.
I didn't think that you had like an ability to put everybody to sleep.
I also have the spell sleep.
There are so many things I could have done. Wow! So that could have really been good.
Have I mentioned my intelligence is negative?
That's a good point.
Actually, you played in character, well done.
Exactly.
Just because you
I just
stupidly
backed
forgot.
Well
around
played,
to
James. Well played.
teleported away.
And Trev, what do you want to say about your character at this point?
He's got
If anything.
He got
Sorry.
guns.
He's got guns.
Yeah, he's got some guns.
And the
I
rest you want to
don't know how to
leave
use them, but I've got them.
for introduction part?
Pardon?
The rest you want to leave for as your character comes into the story?
It'll be a surprise.
Yeah, I guess. We'll sort of see how that goes.
You, either way you want to-
There is stuff that I want to fill in, but we'll see how the intro goes. Then if they're like obviously missing, then I'll just like do it out of character.
Yep. All right.
I have 19 hit points.
19?
19.
I have
Getting a
66.
long rest.
Like, stop getting.
I got very, very hurt in the last campaign.
I thought that was your max.
No, I had 4.
What did I do to you?
So many things. Right?
I have like 66. Like, you just took a hit, dude.
Yeah, look, I've been trying.
Like, you know what? Like,
Have you?
Like the bullet or like the sword comes
Yes!
out. Like, don't be there.
Leland's approach to combat is to be somewhere else. you like Poppet does the run up and try and fucking hug the thing. Leland's like, I'm cool back here. I'm just gonna walk back. I'm gonna shoot and walk back. That's the Leland style. That's the Leland method. That's him standing up in front of a crowd saying, "Do you not want to get hurt in a fight? Let me tell you."
But you yelling from out the building.
Shoot and walk back. That'll be 20
where you
gold
don't
pieces.
want to be.
20 gold pieces. Or I'm going to shoot you and walk back.
Oh, so you're right in front of me.
Oh boy. All right, cool.
Where were we?
We just popped back through the ley line portal, landed within the the headquarters, essentially.
Leland was vaguely disappointed that he didn't get whisked away on a magical journey to a dark, tentacle-filled dimension.
Disappointed? Actually disappointed?
Surprise? That's what he was expecting to happen. He's like, yeah, I'm here, guys. Like, there wasn't anything else that was going to happen at this point that I was expecting. Hey, we're back.
Yeah. Captain Frother is at his desk.
We land on his desk.
You sort of pop out behind him, essentially, between where his desk is and the large statue of Heimdall.
You know what I like most about this place? The security.
Yeah.
And the strike.
Sneak attack. And he's dead.
I kind of picture the, popping in behind him and just, tapping him on the shoulder as we walk past, going, yeah, we're back.
I have in my mind that this is not a silent process. I'm pretty sure there's, sound.
It's a fucking Stargate.
Yeah, it's just, whoosh, he's dead because of the
The little splashy thing that happens.
It's a very well-designed office.
They didn't know the portal was there.
This is the second time we've done this.
That's a good point.
Second? I don't think it's on that one, wasn't it?
Popped into headquarters. I don't think the first time we landed at headquarters, did we?
Yeah, you started coming there.
It's like
first time back from the...
Yeah, no, we always come back through the portal. We came back from...
First time back from
Okay,
the gnome village. Second time back from Londinium.
Yeah.
Londinium.
And
So
then
this will be the
third
third time
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Has there not been a fourth?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, we've only had to make portals on our own twice.
Right.
303.
We didn't make it on our own the first time.
professionals.
First time was some of the guided ritual.
Someone who knew what they were doing.
1, 2, 5.
Okay. He sort of turns to face you, and is like,
And we would be... I would most certainly be covered
Gore?
in gore.
Oh, that's right, because
Probably a bit
immediately
of
after
dust.
we fought... Hilda?
Mm-hmm.
Not Hilda.
Because when I went
What was her
Hilda.
name?
I went
Hilda?
beast mode.
She was the
The
captain.
Goliath.
oh yeah.
I went
Yeah.
beast mode.
Goliath.
We pretty much immediately poured it out after there. We were like, fuck this, and got the shit out of Dodge.
So basically, you got blood down your face, down your front. It's a whole thing. You probably got a little bit of Goliath in your teeth.
Yeah, so we'll kind of walk the go around a piece of paper that's on the desk and just go. Excuse me.
Just another day in the
And Leland's
I
like...
ate something that didn't agree with me.
Leland grabs Kale by the arm and is like, we found this for you.
Captain Sling is like, Officer Kale, what the hell happened to you? And Kale basically just runs through the last few days. You know,
Our valiant rescue of him.
got found out on the boat, got imprisoned, taken, had all his identifications and everything like that taken, and then random party of people broke him free, let a large
Valiantly broke him free.
loosed a large sort of
We call it a happy
Mutated.
little accident.
mutated beast in the hold of a ship and exploded the ship.
Valiantly into the ship.
And then flew him away onto the top of the cliffs.
Valiant Cliffs.
No, that wasn't. That
No,
wasn't.
because
That
it's
was
pretty bad.
that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad because it was like, how long does flight last? An hour? No, actually it's 10 minutes. Oh shit!
Oh no!
Let's go there.
Cliffs themselves were like super valiant.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm not here to pitch for the cliffs.
No, the cliffs are most ambivalent.
And he's like, Kale, get yourself down to the infirmary, get yourself checked out, and then report back when you're
He has to
When
go
you
there,
get
bro. He didn't do anything. Look at how clean he looks.
He's pretty fucked up, right?
Yeah, he's pretty fucked
Is
up.
he?
Yeah.
They
He was
tortured him.
He was hanging by his wrists in the
He
bowels of the ship
had a long rest. He's
for
fine.
several days.
I know how D&D works. He had a long rest.
Sure, he's got the mental scarring, but that's
That was
what
hours
drinking is
ago,
for.
Ryan.
and in real time, several months at this point. But yeah, and then he turns to Sigrun, and he's like, "Lady Sigrun, you seem a little different." And she bows at him and goes, "I believe my purpose is complete. I'm not entirely sure what to do at this point."
Existential crisis.
Because her whole purpose in being was to get the hold of that knife and destroy it.
Well, it's time for a party.
You
You gotta have a bottle of like wine in your drawer here, Rothgar. We all know.
And
Come on, it's time for celebration.
one thing you all notice, I'm not going to have any perception checks or anything at this point, the glow that she basically emanated the entire time is no longer there.
Drag.
She's finally stealthy.
Look,
We can finally
the
take
end-
her on missions.
I have to admit, I hate her slightly less right now.
Yeah, so she's
You couldn't turn off the glowing light earlier.
Well, now she has no purpose in life, so...
the light inside her has died.
Oh, good. There's so much to talk about.
Spoken like a true drow.
I feel kind of sad for Sigrun at this point.
She's sort of looking around the
She
room.
can't come on missions and heal us anymore. Can
She's
she? Can she still heal us? Just look, I got a little. Look, I'm still kind of hurt. Can you just try and just a little lay on hands? Just
She's used it all up.
just try.
He's actually been tracking. She used it all up. That's the reason why you got 19 and not 1.
Fair enough.
Sigrun,
So she can't heal me. Okay, well,
Well,
no, that's
at
nice.
this point, mechanically, no.
Okay.
But she reaches out and tries to channel it. A light sort of emanates from around her hand, but because she's tapped down on the lay of hands, it
Okay, so
doesn't achieve an any.
So there's still something there.
There's still some juice.
You still got it. Don't worry about it. Just like go have a lie down or like
Cup
drink
of tea.
drink a Powerade or something. It'll be fine.
Electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
It's got light right in it.
What do I do now?
Have you thought about a life of crime?
I mean, that's
Because
what-
you shouldn't do that because this is a police station.
Maybe you could engage in a brief life of crime and then get caught and be blackmailed by the police into working for them.
That's a completely outrageous story, by the way, and absolutely no one would do that whatsoever.
Roll deception order.
Leave a natural 20. No. Not bad though. Yeah, 16.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna
Who's
go
bigger than mine?
talk with Brant, and I will catch up with you guys at some point soon. and she sort of walks off out of the room with not quite the same stride of conviction that you probably would have noticed about her before.
I like this new Sigrund.
She seems to doubt herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less righteous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, where's our tokens?
They're from brands.
We went somewhere,
No,
we
no,
murdered a bunch
Rothgar
of
gives us
people, we
tokens,
did our
right?
job.
Brand does that.
Because he's scribes.
Before us.
I'm 100% sure that Rothgar's going
Double tokens.
You've got to have a token in your drawer there. Just look. We defeated Craven and stuff
It's next to your bottle of booze.
entirely
So
on our own.
You killed him.
I thought that was filled. He was filled in on that. No, we defeated Craven.
Yeah.
It was baller.
So he's
dead.
done.
He's dead as hell.
And we disrupted the illegal crystal smuggling operations happening at the cliffs.
Moderately disrupted.
Yeah.
Things didn't go so
We might
great.
need some reinforcements.
We might need to send in the troops into shutting down the.
Or get
Blood
the
cliffs.
local authorities.
We barely escaped with our lives. But we did get Craven, and we did get. I'm like nudging Kale.
Cal's not here.
Just wants to be
Oh no! I'd escape. Stop nudging me.
Started with a H. I know it started with a H.
I knew who you were reaching for. I know.
Harry.
I've had to remind you of it every time.
Heimlich. We've got Heimlich.
No.
It's in character for Leland, okay? It's not that I'm inconsiderate. I would remember if it was in Leland's character to remember. Him. Some guy, alright? We killed him anyway. Wait, no, sorry. I'd tell a lie. Craven killed him.
But we killed him by association.
But he died because we
were there.
Because we rumbled him. But then, can we just recount the thing? There's not really anything I'd hold
Actually,
back.
I'm enjoying the way you describe it.
Don't you mean recant?
There isn't really anything from how that played out that Leland would hold back. He would more overemphasize his own role and
Although
embellish.
you had
it.
that really good resisting the magical attack and then...
that was actually really cool.
So you might emphasize that point for a couple of hours.
So 2 tokens. We should tell Bran 2 tokens. That seems.
That will be up to him.
Oh, he does the thing.
He does the
thing.
He does the thing.
He's
He does the
nice.
thing.
There's a thing, and
He does a thing.
Lovely.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
He is Santa Claus. All right.
He gives you noise.
Good talk, Roth guy. We gotta go see Bran.
No, lovely work. Keep doing it.
Before you go, are the smuggler caves shut down, or because I get the distinct
They're
impression
just
you guys left?
What's that thing? What do you mayflies call it? A beehive. You know when you get beehives and you shake it up, then you put it in someone's bed,
A
and
hornet's
you
nest?
tie them there, and you keep them there, and you stab them multiple times. That's what we did.
We did blow a lot of things up.
Is that the right thing?
That's a spot on metaphor. Yeah.
Except that person when we stabbed was still alive. He's screaming and there's bees everywhere.
We call it giving someone the old blood bees.
That's what we did. We gave them the blood bees. Oh my god. So
no.
long story short, no,
No.
and they're very angry because of the blood bee thing.
But we did kill Craven, and we did kill. No, that was in charge of the place. Hadric.
The tiefling.
I was pretty close.
You
had
definitely
H.
started with a H sound.
Yeah. There's a lot of H. There's a lot of H sounds in this game.
Look, we tried our hardest.
The Heidi.
Mm-hmm. Heimdall?
See?
5.
That's
I
a
don't
lot.
think I'll straight off.
But look,
Roth guy?
That's one of them.
we tried our hardest. I murdered as many. I
Defended yourself.
defended myself multiple times, and there was just so much defending that we had to do. We just couldn't defend it all.
We had to get Kale out of there. He was
Yes, but had to rescue him. That became our priority.
Well, I'm glad you did, because he's going to be a wealth of information as well. Plus,
Absolutely what we were thinking the entire way through.
plus whatever you guys have got, and we can start organising to get troops in there and clear it right out.
Absolutely.
Which we're going to have to get right on, because I can guarantee you those guys are going to scuttle for the darkness like roaches.
Absolutely, very important. We can't have that.
But we also did kill Craven, who was holding the whole thing together with this tiny little hand.
Well, so we took the ley line, so it's only been a couple of minutes, I assume. Yeah, so they've got time.
Yeah, but there's time zone difference, it's still
That's true.
took a couple of hours to go through immigration.
Customs.
And look, let me just
You always look at the
stop you right here.
machines.
I'm gonna go and lie down for a bit. I'm not going back there. Not going back there.
Okay. You heading down to...
Leland doesn't miss a step. As soon as we're done with Hrothgar, he's going to Brant to go get his shit.
Fantastic.
Like, did Hrothgar... He wasn't going to pay us any gold for this one? He sometimes pays us gold after a mission.
No, this was your own. This is your own run.
Fair enough.
What, you didn't have like a payroll grift thing going before we went?
So yeah, you march your way
Distracted
down
by
to the
some things. I don't know.
to the quartermasters. Inside, you are greeted with the sight of Brant, and Sigrun is sort of bowed before him.
Before we go down there, how much does Hannah right now appreciate the smell and taste of meat? Is that I'm assuming it's getting rather close to that.
Yeah, time-wise, yeah, we're getting pretty close to it.
On the way there, I'm assuming we'll walk past like a kitchen type thing. I'll smell. I was kind of like.
Actually, on that path, you
Overall
do go
steak.
past the mess hall.
So I should be like. So I just like kind of sneak into the kitchen, like still covered with blood to scare the shit. I just grab like a big thing of raw, roast meat.
Like a side of Hellbeast.
And I'll just basically come back, so we're sitting there having that charm, just sitting there, just eating this thing.
You're basically eating an uncooked ham hock.
That's pretty much it. Like,
Okay.
where did that come from?
This is like the novelty size turkey
Yeah.
turkey leg you get at like Ren Fair, but just even bigger and not cooked.
Lady,
And
it's
probably
pretty
had
much-
several health code violations.
I did that when I went to Disneyland. They sold giant fucking turkey legs, just like in carts at Disneyland. I got one.
Is it giant turkey legs
They're
or just
fucking
American
giant turkey
sized
legs.
turkey legs?
Well, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah. There is nothing I've seen about American cooking that doesn't just go by volume rather than anything else.
Yes.
That's
Would you like to circumcise that?
But anyway,
I'm just going into Brant.
Yes.
Brant.
So Sigrun's bowed before him.
Yeah. You know how he does the thing where he like looks into like what we've done. Like previously, I'm thinking that Leland has been a little bit sheepish and like a little bit ashamed of what he's done.
Aww.
Maybe a little bit. This time, like Leland's just like, nah, I'm good. Just fucking scam me. It's gonna be fine.
Oh god, he's going to see everything that happened with Hilda. Oh, that poor man.
Come on,
He'll never scry on you again.
take it all in.
as you guys enter the room,
Just
sort
with
of,
the Goliath.
and see see
That
Hilda
was the
and,
last one I
and Brant.
listened to. Yeah.
Brant sort of reaches out and sort of pats Hilda on the shoulder. Is like, "We'll speak again soon. Don't you worry yourself." And she gets up, like bows really deeply, and then walks her way out.
Bye.
And he's like, "Folks, I understand you've been
It's my turn. Scam me.
been quite successful. Sigrun's told me her purpose is complete, which means you guys have had quite the success."
Yes.
You don't have to take her word for it. You can see for yourself. Like step onto this. Is it like a spot? Is it like a spot that he puts us on to scan us?
There's like a shrine set up off to the right. That's near the wall. There's like a prayer rug and bits and pieces in front of a horn of Heimdall, sort of brass set up.
Leland's like pushing Poppet out of the way. Come on.
And he's like, "Ooh, excited, are we? All right, let's see." And he,
I'm thinking. I think this is going to be a 3 token thing. I think this is going to be a 3 token job.
You're really excited about this. And he takes no time at all to go through the process, and you see every now and then it's like,
yeah, he did.
That's
And
at
it's
least a token.
And then at one point, sort of cocks his head slightly, and then
I think you owe me 2 tokens.
here's your tip. And he's like, "Oh, well,
I didn't really do any bad stuff this time.
it's unfortunate you couldn't complete the job there and clear the place out, but I understand that. Yeah, I can understand that it's quite the expedition."
I almost died. Did you see the thing where I almost died? Did you see the? It's like looking over. Is there like a thing you can look over? It's like, did you see the thing where I almost
Just
died?
tapping the screen, just kind of.
And
This one here.
I'm probably going to suggest you hit the infirmary up at some point as well.
Oh yeah. Whew.
Oh, that's probably until waiting.
It's like,
All it takes is copper.
not for the damage inflicted in battle.
Oh.
No, and from that, there's probably internal bleeding.
For months.
Worth it.
Do they have penicillin in this setting?
They have. They have a version of that. It's called paladins. They have paladins.
And they also have large syringes full of mercury.
We have a lot of clerics.
Good luck, have fun.
Oh no! I remembered the thing. No.
Leeches.
What did you remember?
No, it was like a podcast talking about.
Is that the
lives.
dollop?
It was a dollop.
It was a dollar
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about Blackbeard?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about.
Did you have a look at the photo?
No, yeah,
I did.
I did.
That was an unfortunate thing to do.
Don't do that.
Would you like to see it?
Blackbeard.
No, it's fine. I'm good.
What you say?
Everything you've got going through your brain right now is probably correct.
Yeah, it's a lot of blue waffle.
Token?
Skip to the end.
But yeah, he shuffles through the small chest of tokens and flicks each of you a gold one.
Yes.
Which is the good one.
Yeah.
Sorry, you'll be coming in soon enough. Don't worry.
I'll be 3 hours later. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Leland's going to take his gold token.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to get Roderick.
Mm-hmm.
Stick the token in Roderick's mouth. And put it on the thing.
Oh, you want Roderick upgraded? Alright, let's have a look at Roderick. What are you other guys doing as well, so I can sort of multitask this?
The Ludalis multitask. I've gotten like a new one each time, and I don't really have a lot more slots for attuned items, so...
That's a good point.
Do we have any tuned item?
I only have one.
Roderick's attuned, and my cloak is attuned, so I got one more slot.
I have no attuned items, I don't think.
Does that work as a +1 to Roderick?
It has in the past, but Roderick's already a +2.
It's a lot of pluses.
Yeah. So I think Ryan might have to get creative with it.
I will have to get creative. I'm just going to look at the full wording of what Roderick is capable of currently. Did you ever rename Roderick?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's a shame.
I don't think I can.
You can.
Oh, well, you can rename it Roderick then. I didn't think it was like an official thing. I thought it was more just a Leland being Leland thing. Does he get consciousness now?
When we use the gold token, do we get to choose an item or something random?
It's still something random, it's just something that's going to be particularly good.
Last time I got the genie bottle.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you want to make a mundane item magical, a gold token will make it a +2 magic item, as well as a special.
Didn't you upgrade one of your swords last
'Cause, yeah,
time?
the bronze ones will just make it either it'll make it a +1 or give you a half decent.
I think my swords are pretty pumped up already, though. I think.
Yeah, the silver one will make it a +2, and then the gold one's +2 with a funky bit.
I have an idea.
If it is a thing where like upgrading Roderick makes Roderick just dumb and broken, I can do something else. If that's a thing, then I'm cool with picking something else if that's going to be a problem. Because I just realised, like, Roderick's already sort of at the top level of what you want a magic item to be. If you can think of a thing, then give him another charge on his recharge thing or something.
I was actually considering that.
Yeah,
And then I thought that'd be a pretty decent. That's a pretty decent. Buff.
it is.
Which if you're happy with that, I'm happy with that. Customize. I'll have to jump into its full thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
And fix it up.
I can just remember that for now,
Oh, yeah.
anyway.
It essentially has 2 charges.
That's real good.
That is real good.
That's real good.
I will upgrade my armor.
Armor. All right. What is your armor currently?
I think it's just a leather thingy. 'Cause of course it'd be leather. Studded leather.
Studded leather's a good one. Out of the mundane armors, that's probably the best you can get.
Especially when your dex is
Are you going to upgrade your tooth?
I could.
Yeah.
Don't say the T word.
It's only had 2 upgrades.
You haven't used it in ages.
Have you used it at all?
I haven't. I've planted it once.
Oh yeah, you planted it. That's right. All right.
What does the tooth do?
It's magical.
Explodes
He's
in your
had
mouth when you
don't
wake
just
up.
I mean, I got that much from context.
He's had a tooth since the start of the game, and whenever he's gotten a token, or a couple of times he's just upgraded it each time. So it's a tooth that he wears around his neck that just has like weird magic powers.
So one is he can slam it to the ground and it creates like an area of
Shrubbery.
shrubbery around, and so like he can take cover in it because he's so short, and and other people treat it like rough terrain, so they move half distance. And what was the other one I put in that?
It's got +2 to nature and +1 to intimidation.
That's right. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a different thing of animal control that you've got.
I have a ring of animal friendship. I take everything.
That's never worked though.
One day it will.
Oh yeah, I gotta steal it off you and throw it away.
And abilities you've got so far, you've got life drain on one of your weapons.
Yes,
you've got the extra killiness on the second weapon. You have the
So Lumberfoot's rapier has the. If I roll a 20 and then another 20, I lop off a limb,
take off limbs. Yep.
and then it has this
It's going to
wonderful
be real
ability
cool if it
to
ever
become
happens.
a really bright light. That's basically a negative. So it's basically a -2 sword as far as I'm concerned. And then silence.
Yep.
Which is the lifesteal once per day,
Yep.
and cast a spell magic on hit.
Yep.
I think it's also like a +1 or +2.
And then you've got the
Both ways,
little
+2.
hand crossbow, which can teleport you to
Crossbow,
places. So you've got some pretty ball stuff going on. All right, on the armor. Let's have a look at armor. And what are you thinking, James?
Of upgrading my horn.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's just a basic mundane horn, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's have a look at.
It's sentimental. It's not basic and mundane.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
Damn, you got a mouth on you for a mute.
Not really that mute anymore. Okay, yours is nice and easy.
When you use the horn, it explodes.
Done.
No, when you
That's
use
the thing he gave me in the other game. He gave me an exploding horn in the other game.
that wasn't a special. That wasn't even.
It
That was
immediately
just
exploded.
And it exploded the first time I used it.
That's the regular instrument.
You remember what the name of that was? Because that's just going to straight up be exactly what I'm going to give him. Because I'm just thinking.
In the other game, we had level 15 characters that Ryan made, and I had the bard, and the magical item he had was this horn that you could use for like a big attack, and then it had like a 1 in 10 chance of exploding.
And something exploded.
And it exploded the first time I used it.
I love
Nice.
it. I want it.
I believe it was a horn of blasting.
Convenient.
Sounds aptly named.
Yep, that's the one.
Can I just switch my horn for a horn of blasting?
That's the plan.
We'll just
Yep. It is now a horn of blasting, which is fucking baller. Alright, armor.
Thank you, Ryan.
Sorry,
Thank you, Ryan.
you just read it.
I love it.
It's not exactly the stealthiest weapon in the world.
No.
I can take 10d6 fire damage. There's a 1 in 5 chance.
Thank you, Ron.
I'm adding it to my pile of very loud things.
I think it's great because your guy is a ninja.
And all the spells I've chosen are really loud.
He's a ninja who is now also a bard.
Yeah, I haven't put that together.
This is one that would have been fun, but then it was a cursed item, so it was less fun.
That sounds right for Goida.
I'm just picturing like Zoot Suit Riot whenever you pull out the horn.
Just give him the curse thing.
That is cursed and this is cursed.
You're cursed, so you may as well.
The Frogurt is also cursed.
That's bad.
But it comes with the choice of toppings.
Well, that's good.
The toppings are also cursed.
That's bad.
I don't remember what it is.
Something potassium benzoate.
That's bad.
Ooh.
He's oohing.
Is he?
Can it backfire hideously?
You get a soda full plate.
Like,
This
Fuck.
is also
Clang, clang, clang. You put it in, you put it in the thing. It's like it's a radiant plate of shining. Son of a bitch!
It's actually covered with bells. I can't take it off. No.
all right, you touch the token to your armor, and it sort of just like disappears into the leather, and then
Starts to this like gold coin thing go through the
Okay.
like just behind your eye, you like see it lifting underneath the eyelid and everything. Like, oh no!
Where'd it go?
And the gold of the coin then starts to sort of like spread out amongst the leather and starts drawing lines all the way through, and then it starts to form shapes of like rounded peaking waves and images of like fish and water monsters and things like that.
Nice drown. Always near the big blue wet thing.
We've been on a lot of ships.
You've been on a lot of ships. This is mariner's armor,
That's what life become.
so it gives you
whalers on the sea.
um,
On the moon, sorry.
swimming speed equal to your walking speed. It's also once I put it in there, it'll also be +2 armor.
Ooh.
So
So-
that is pretty fucking decent.
So it's the Mariner's studded leather.
Mariner's armor. Mariner's studded. I think it's got different.
There's like the Mariner's padded, Mariner's studded leather, and
Studded
Mariner's
leather.
studded.
Yeah.
I'll add that. Then you can just kind of tweak it.
Yeah. I'll tweak it around, but at least I'll give you your basic stats there, and I'll tweak it around
Cool.
a little bit later on. I might even add a little bit extra for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're a fishman, Lady Brown.
Usually when you sit underwater
So-
with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet toward the surface.
Is he said like you put it to the armor and is it canon that I just put the token in Roderick's mouth and he ate it?
Sure.
Cool. That's all I wanted.
Okay.
Long rest?
You can do long rest time now. Yeah.
Hooray!
So, you pass through the night and awake in the morning. You awake to a knock at the door,
No. 5 more minutes.
and one of the attendants is Officer Leland. You and your companions are required by the captain.
What time is it?
It's morning, sir.
What year is it?
Okay, just like patting him on the face. You're gonna need to go get coffee. Just bring it here. Go. No, don't think about it. Just
But
go.
it's
Just go get the coffee and bring it back here. I'll be right there.
he's sort of looking at you confusingly and sort of like nods slightly, walks out, backs out the door, like closes the door slowly, and you just hear him sort of scuttle off. 5 more minutes pass, and you just hear this, these footsteps along, and another knock on the door, and it's like, Officer Leland, I have your coffee.
Takes a sip. All right, what did you want?
The captain requires you and your companions.
Why didn't you say something? Throw the coffee in his face.
God damn it. Yeah, coffee's in his face.
Yep, cool. I'll go wake up these reprobates and head on down to the captain.
As you head out to the hall,
little...
you see two other attendants knocking on their respective...
How close are our...
Relatively close.
Usually by a heightened sense of humor like that, and only like needing 4 hours meditation, I was like standing at the door. As the guy goes to knock, I open the captain wants to see us. I know what you're going to say before you even say it.
As you sort of open up the door and say that, this guy like backs away quickly, like stumbles backwards and sort of lands on his butt with his back against the wall and looking at you sort of stunned and like, Captain. And your reaction?
I'm just ready.
Yeah, he's just going to be the good little guy and actually go along with us.
Leland's like only got one shoe on. His leather armor's untucked, like coat off one shoulder, bed head.
I imagine you were going along like a whole satin bathrobe sort of thing going along. Like,
yeah, that's
only
better.
Just closed enough. There's a slight peak of bush.
Little like fluffy slippers, like little displacer bee slippers.
And everything's monogrammed.
LL. He's still got Roderick in his book.
Alright.
Just shoved in the
Little
pocket.
nightcap.
Like in the like it's got a big pocket in the side and books sticking out of it. I had the second book I needed to look over. He's been sleeping, it's fine.
Yes. He's been sleeping off his strenuous day. Alright. You make your way back into the main bullpen, I think is what we're calling it. And up on the raised area where Hrotha's desk is based, you see Hrotha and an older gentleman in sort of a pretty strong discussion. The guy is sort of pretty well dressed, and as you get closer, he's just demanding to Hrotha that something needs to be done. And he's like, Hrotha's sitting in his chair, sort of sitting back, and this guy is standing up, like one hand on the desk, the other hand sort of like tapping against the table, like trying to command the conversation. It doesn't seem to be getting as far as he.
Is this a mating ritual? What's happening?
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
Fascinating.
What are you guys doing?
I guess we'll mosey on.
Can I hear what?
Hitch up my robe just a little bit.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, roll it. It's going to be an advantage anyway because of the listening thing.
Oh yeah. That's better.
Okay, so you managed to catch bits and pieces. I don't even need to say the number because I saw what you rolled.
It's a 10 plus something.
You hear bits more
Yes.
more of it as you approach, and it's like, look, Eric, you and me have known each other for years. You know my family. You know where we've come from.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got.
I lost my train.
I'm helping.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. He's like, you know my family. You know our influence. I need you and your people onto this now. Don't brush me off to your peons. I need you and your best on this. Are you trying to work out which one of those you are? The peons or the best?
No, I'm just picturing if he's asking for the best and Leland rolls up in his robe and displaceably slippers, how that's going to go. And I love it. They have little tentacles hanging off the side.
You hear Eric sort of responding. He's like, look, you're coming to me with, I'm taking this seriously. They can't take your brother and send you, and he's holding up this folded parchment note, and send you, demands of payment and us not take it seriously. But what do you expect me to do based on a ransom note and your suspicions? And about that point, you guys start rocking up, and the captain sort of puts that note back on his table, sort of shuffles a couple of other papers over the top of it, and addresses you guys like, gentlemen, if you can give me a second of just dealing with...
Yes, no, I got to do the whole ransom note, family friend thing. Got it.
He shoots you a bit of a glare, and the
No, take your time. It's not like we rushed up here at a moment's notice.
and the taller gentleman sort of looks you guys over and is like, "Look, you kids, run off and play for a moment."
What? You what, mate? You what?
You fucking what?
I'm talking with your boss. We're discussing my concerns. Now, run along.
Oh. I'm just going to stay where I am.
You want to play cards? Without taking many things.
Oh, I do actually.
And he turns back and is like, "Eric,
Fuck does this guy think he is?
I'm hoping,
He's going to die when he's 50 anyway. About the average life expectancy for a Mayfly in this time, I'm assuming.
2 years, 80 years, who fucking
Whatever.
cares? It's all nothing. I hope the rest of your guys are more attentive and more respectful than this abomination.
I'm just going to sit staring at him.
He has a point.
And this, you rock up to your place of employment, to your superior, wearing nothing but your undergarments. Are you some sort of peasant? Insolent child.
Pulls out Roderick. Disguise self in like full battle regalia, impeccably dressed. I'm a wizard.
He sort of sighs, looks at him and is like... looks back at her and is like, "Get your troops onto this. I've already got the marshal down at Thor's barracks lining up troops as well. We need to get my brother out, and I'm going to send along someone to watch over. Make sure your lot and the cowboys down in the military don't fuck this up. Plus, it'd be good to have that useless lump get out there and get blooded. Start earning his way." And he stands up straight and "Get it done, Eric." And turns and walks out.
I hope we don't meet again.
He glares at you again,
Fuck you.
and then sort of with a snort, so sort of.
And I'll just
makes his
smile
way
at
out.
him.
As he's walking away,
A little
I like
curtsy.
use like minor illusion just to make like farty noises with each of his steps, and then when he turns around, I stop. And then when he walks away,
I'll
and then as he rounds the corner, like Leland just puddle on the floor laughing.
Oh,
drops the disguised self.
I'll high five that.
The captain turns to you three and is like, "You could have dealt with that a little bit better.
Hey.
Show some respect to the descendants of the Jarls of old."
Isn't respect earned? Or is that just a drow thing?
I don't know.
It's-
I never really did that.
Okay, my bad.
It is
It's a cultural misunderstanding.
somewhat earned by his bloodline, his lineage. His family is descended from the chiefs and kings of our early civilization.
That sounds very important.
I'm a wizard.
Don't forget the money and influence that comes along with that station. Those, I'm sure you can
Oh
understand.
no, I completely respect that, and I saw that coming into power as he squished you under his thumb.
I got a question, right? When
Yeah.
we came in, did we see like him put the paper onto the thing, or was that like only something that Goiter would have caught?
No, you would have caught that as well. He wasn't subtle about it, but he was putting it in a position where you couldn't look at it.
Okay. I'm going to mage hand the piece of paper, but I'm not going to like yank it away. I'm just going to be like mage handing it out from underneath and just be like, "What's this?"
I was just sort of like sliding it out. It's like,
Yeah.
all right,
I'm not like ripping it out from him. I'm just like mage hand it out. What's that?
okay. Perception check when you bring it out.
Oh, that's a. I'm rolling dice now, buddy. Hold on. I gotta work out.
I think there's some kind of game.
Perception. I'm only a +1. 9.
9. Okay.
Written in some kind of cipher.
Well, it's folded closed at the moment. It was
And
so it's,
upside down.
so it's essentially it's one of the notes sort of folded up like an envelope would be. So all the actual text is on the inside, and you can see where there was a wax seal that's been broken to open this up with a 9. You definitely notice this anyway. It is blue wax sealing because everything's fucking blue wax. With
Everything's blue wax in this game, Ryan. What's that? What's the deal with that?
the
Trying to use my spells more casually.
yeah.
Because you're a wizard.
Because I'm a wizard.
The gentleman that you just had the pleasure of meeting, his brother, older brother, by the name of Jethro, has been taken hostage and held to ransom,
Oh no, that's sad and terrible.
and he's been trying to make sure that we put the most work onto this.
But you said he was the descendant of the Jarls of old. Don't they have, like, all the money in the goddamn city? Can't they afford, like, a measly ransom?
No, so what he's doing is a very drow thing, and using all these political influence and money. Say, normally if that was a peasant, you'd be completely ignored by the police force, but he's using all this power and money and making something happen. It's very exciting. I'm very
Now,
proud of
let's
you.
look at it this way. If he went and spent money every time someone in his family got captured and taken for ransom, they would have no money.
That's why you just don't have any family members.
It's like that movie that they had to cut Kevin Spacey out of. That's what that movie was about.
They have really bad security. They're just constantly getting kidnapped and held to ransom.
That's what that movie is. It's based on a true story.
Which movie?
All the money in the world. That's what that was about.
Oh, yeah,
what
the,
about what's his fucking name? Is it the true story? Not Hertz. It's starts with G, does it not? One from like the
I know exactly.
70s.
I know
I
exactly.
did a doll about it a few
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's a movie about it. It had Marky Mark in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they cut Kevin Spacey out. It was cool. Watched it. Moving on.
Anyway,
But yeah, he was like richer than hell and he wouldn't pay the ransom
Oh,
for
yeah.
his grandson. That's what that movie was about.
yeah.
So I hate this guy now. There's hard-working kidnappers out there just trying to feed their families. And he's putting them out. Taking money out of
Somebody
them
think
now.
of the kidnappers.
Taking money out of these poor kidnappers' children. Wait, we're cops. Fuck. Never mind.
It's okay, you're barely a cop.
I'm barely a cop.
Um,
I sympathise for the people on the
Eric
street.
picks up the
I don't forget where I came from.
Captain Rother, because you guys are not on a first name basis. Picks up the note and hands it over you and is like, "What do you make of this?"
Detect magic?
Okay.
Appears to be some sort of note.
The first thing I do when I look at things like that is detect magic.
The wax seal definitely had magic on it, making sure that it would only unlock by someone with blood relative. But now that it has been opened, aside from that,
Okay. I'll get CSI on this shit and get out like a dagger and sort of like prise it open without touching it.
cotton gloves on.
I don't know. What does it say? What does the note say?
It's basically it is a handwritten ransom note saying we have Jethrin.
That's their
He
first
is.
mistake. You meant to cut it out of all the newsletters.
He is safe for now, but in 21 days, if we don't have received payment of, and the sum is not a small amount of money,
So we don't have it?
it's around 500,000.
I'm like 10 gold off.
I'd believe it.
Yeah, basically, it's not if that ransom's not paid in 21 days.
Okay. When did they receive this letter?
20 days ago.
Is it dated?
23
days ago.
Ticking clock. 24. Dunt. Dunt. Dunt.
Ding, ding. That was really good. From what I understand, they received this not last evening, the evening before.
Okay, so we got time. Let's I don't know. Let's go get a drink or
Like,
something.
what's the big deal? Why is everyone so worried?
Is the wax seal an image of anything?
Any images that has been broken in the process of breaking the seal.
That's very poorly.
You're gonna comment on the handicraft of wax seal.
He's just gonna tut at whoever broke the seal.
Oh,
I guess we'll keep this as evidence and clues and
Does it say where to drop the money off?
There are instructions. It's to a delivery point within the city, but it does also say that on faith, once payment is received, he will be delivered within 2 days.
So what are we supposed to do with this? Just get out there and rustle some jimmies?
I figured.
Doesn't mean what you're thinking.
He's tapping at the he's tapping at the seal. And is like, this part might pique your interest. Roll me wisdom.
Oh shit!
In fact, because he's doing it to the whole group of you, you all have wisdom.
Oh.
7.
Just add the wisdom modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like insight.
18.
All right.
the big
It actually
one,
works very well for you, considering where you.
I can reroll that.
1.
Isn't wisdom meant to be good for monks? It's still probably like a 27 or something, isn't it?
Off to a great start, James.
No, just plus 2 wisdom.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Combining with the
3.
the blue seal as well as basically yesterday's events, you did see a good number of captors within one of the warehouse areas within the Bloodcliff caves.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I did mention.
Yes,
the
you
last
did.
one.
Yeah, you did.
'Cause
That's why we were
get them.
trying, and then we didn't because it was bad. I mean, like the blue wax seal is a pretty clear sign. Yeah, cool. So we got to go back to the Blood Cliffs. I don't want to go back to the Blood Cliffs.
It's a schlep.
It's just like
as this
skipping a ley
discussion's
line away.
So how does the seal make me think of those people? That's not like a sign we saw like in crate, something like that, or
well, you saw all the blue candles and everything from the
this is the blue cave.
yeah.
It is efficient to use the blue candle and then use the wax. Efficiency.
It's like
And we know
that
we
is
know,
magic missile goes flying off trying to make
Yeah.
the seal.
we know that
If
they
you can
had
cost
different
down.
spells and shit and different blue candles. So
Yeah.
that's actually kind of cool. They made a candle out of that's cool. I'll dig it. I'm appreciating the craft of this right now.
They're just keeping their overheads low so they can get maximum profits out of the ransoms and
While you guys are sort of putting 2 and 2 together here,
While
You're-
we're Nancy Drewing this shit.
Well, I'm
admiring
putting
their
2 and 2
business
together.
structure.
the other 2 are basically trying to work out whether it's their ass or their elbow they've got in the hand currently.
Leland's like trying to lick the wax seal. Just see.
Enjoy
No, that's nothing. That's
You-
nothing.
Your good friend, was it Bob? Was that the name?
Oh, the
of
guy.
Jailer.
The warden on there.
My favourite warden that
He, I'm gonna use the term waddles up.
oh, what is that stench? Do you Oh hey Bob.
He goes up to the captain and is like, we got an interesting one with that new prisoner. It's asking for this one by name.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know any prisoners.
You understand languages.
Oh, his name actually was Bob.
Yeah.
Because I let you name it, and that's what you came up with. This is what happens when I give you too much power. You call it a
At
warden.
least he can
Bob.
actually name the characters.
Shut up.
Shots fired.
Fuck. Oh, words hurt, mate.
I don't associate with prisoners, but I'll investigate what this is about. I'll get to the bottom of this, Captain. Don't you worry.
You 2 are left with the captain to discuss bits and pieces. Bob leads you
Should
to
someone watch him? Asking the captain.
Who, me?
Well, look, he's with the warden. As you're walking towards the dungeons.
Then I put my disguise self back on,
Okay.
so I'm not wearing a robe into the dungeons.
Because, you're on the job.
He's like tightening everything, all walking down the thing. It's like, I can smell you. No, I can't. That definitely gets the explicit tag.
But I do like the just like spinning Roderick like that and disguise.
Bob's talking to you. He's like,
Just a full Sailor Moon.
you're
I'm picturing more, you know, in the second Thor movie when like Loki's talking to Thor and he keeps on switching to different people. I'm picturing it like that. Right.
your friend, you lot brought in a little bit ago.
We didn't
The
bring...
creepy
Oh, the
one.
changeling.
The changeling?
The creepy one.
Shapeshifter.
She's not my friend.
No one in here is your friend.
Well, why do you keep saying that? You're the one being confusing, Bob. Come on. Words have meaning.
Would have thought you of all would understand sarcasm. Are you always this dim?
Yeah, Bob, I'm always this dim. That's exactly
But-
what it is. That's how I became a mighty wizard! By being dim! What are we here for? Where is the changeling? What does she want?
You say she.
Well, she was a she last time, right?
Like Bob
Well-
just said, the little girl.
Yeah.
I think I thought I said little one. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure she was a she last time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Well. And he stops in front of a door. Russell pulls a set of keys off his belt and unlocks the thing. Is like, enjoy. And pushes you into the cell and locks behind.
Hey!
The cell is barely lit at all. There is just like a couple of loose, not loose, scattered candles around the place. So it's just like
Sure,
burnt
this
down.
isn't procedure.
And just you see this dark silhouette sort of get up from the bed. It's quite tall, like just long shape, and starts walking forwards to you.
Whoa! Stay back. Just over there's fine. What can I do for you today? I don't know if we got your name earlier.
She's no longer in the Craven's influence. If he was the one who was controlling it.
Last time she was crazy with Elder God shit. But we did send her off to the clerics last time.
Yes.
Yes.
Even though you're trying not to.
Well, I didn't care.
I tried not to.
Going to try not to, you didn't care.
I didn't care.
Yes.
But you did.
Yes. Thank you. She picked you instead of
How did that go with the clerics? How are you feeling today? Still didn't
You
catch
just
that
sort of
name.
see this sort of like long exhaling, like that, whining sort of. I don't know how do you describe it. Sort of a rough breath, exhale, not a sigh.
Rasp.
Yeah, rasp works. And then you hear,
harsh, ragged breath.
yeah, that works. And then you just hear, Leland.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we were introduced earlier. Leland, yes, that's me. I didn't catch your name though.
I didn't give it. And at that point,
It's just rude.
you very much recognize his voice.
Is it the librarian?
Mm.
Ah!
And it takes two sort of extra steps forward into the candlelight, and it's not the librarian,
Because we're not in a dark hell dimension right now.
but
I get that. I'm not an idiot.
it's
I'm sort of an idiot.
a pretty decent avatar of it.
Nice work with the shapeshifter there. You're getting the hang of this whole physical plane business.
Yes, your pushing of my essence into a shapeshifter is particularly clever.
See, I got you. You know, that was definitely an intentional thing that I tried to do, and was doing out of consideration for your corporealness. What can I do for you today? We never just talk anymore. Would you like some tea? I can get Bob to bring us some tea. I'm pretty sure they do that here. Tea's actually quite nice. I don't think you'd get that in your shadowy hellscape of a dimension. Now that you've got a whole esophagus and stomach system, it might be
Taste buds.
it's like what the person who's not here just said. Taste buds.
A very good insight.
No tea.
No shade, no pink lemonade.
I had to stop myself.
It's okay. It's okay. Tea's not for everyone. That's
And
fine.
then its head just sort of like violently jerks forward, like into its hands, which have got the long sort of fingers that just almost like claws, and it sort of holds its head and shakes slightly, and then all of a sudden, it's like a bald head, which is not something you actually got defined before. All of a sudden, like sprouts like long dark hair, and then falls forward, and just like screams into its own hand, and then looks up at you, and is like. And the scream sort of like gets choked out as like the face just shifts back, to the librarian's face, which is just this.
Yeah, yeah, slipped for a second there, I noticed. It was, terrifying. I'm picturing a very Ring vibe to this whole thing.
Yeah. This little one's got some fight in it. What have you done?
Like, what do you mean? Recently?
You know what I mean.
To Craven? Are you talking about Craven? You see all and hear all, and I get that. We crushed our enemies. That's what we did in a very decisive move. And I have a question. I got another book, the same as my book, off of like a mortal enemy who was.
And what have you learned from it?
I haven't had a real good chance to sit down with it yet, but it appears to be my
so
book.
You're not taking your studies seriously.
This is like yesterday, man.
So you've had hours.
Okay, that's on me. I will resolve
Child,
to be
I'll
more.
take no excuses from you. You will learn, and you will report back to me.
Well, no, I was going to do that. I don't know why you sitting like all
Quick
of a
to
sudden
dribble.
there's time frames and stuff. I mean, I've got stuff going on that like making avatars and killing other people to steal the books and stuff. Like, there's a lot that goes into this on my end. I don't think you realize that coming from some kind of out of time hell dimension.
Dare assume what I know and do not know.
Well, okay, that's fair. I'm sorry.
Do you understand what you've been doing? What you've done?
Yes, I do definitely understand that thing. That is a thing that I understand. Maybe we'll just discuss it in vague terms with you going first, and we can sort of just hash it out a little bit.
You will return to me when you have read and learned.
How?
Until then, you are dismissed.
When you say return to you, you mean this shapeshifter in this cell right here, and not ethereally into some other dimension?
Look, Mr. Leland, whichever is most convenient to you.
It's Mr. Leland now. I like that.
And with that, he sort of glides. Yeah, glides works. Back into the shadows cast by the candles, and sits back down on the bed, and then slumps forward, and the dark hair it sort of sprouts back out. It's not sort of sprouts, but it's as he heads forward, the bald head that sort of almost looks like granite just also just turns into dark hair that flings forward, and the long black cloak that flows all the way down, basically giving no indication of the actual form or body shape, then just shifts into Hessian rags of the prisoner uniform.
I don't think the clerics helped her very much.
No. We need new clerics.
Knock on the door. Bob! I'm done here.
And he opens up the door and is like, come on then.
I'll, after the door's closed and we're moving on, I'll, pull Bob aside and just, that one seems sort of dangerous. I don't think you've ever dealt with a shapeshifter before. Maybe, cut the rations, by, 2/3, I think. I think that would be wise going forward.
If we cut it down to 2/3, she's going to get 2 peas.
That sounds about right. You haven't dealt with these shapeshifters before. They're nightmares. They're nightmare creatures. Just do your fucking job!
As you are, sir. He does this sarcastic bow, which is somewhat reminiscent of Baku.
And I'm walking away, so I'm finally getting some respect around here. Leland will take sarcastic respect in form of regular respect.
Alright, popping over to you.
Hey, it's me.
It's you.
Mario.
You are...
Doughnut.
Oh god, let's not have Dougnuts back again. You are sitting in your family manor house.
Nice.
Feet up on the table, sitting back, just doing your best you of not very much.
Shuffling cards. I'm imagining shuffling cards.
Okay, sounds good. You hear the main doors sort of open and then slam shut, and you distinctly hear the sound of your father's voice yelling out as like, "Boy!" Oh god, that's getting way too God of War for too fast.
Boy.
Boy, down here.
Father, in here. And gets up and starts walking.
Because there is no response apart from the sound of like a hard leather sole tapping on marble.
Cards away. Dun, dun, dun.
Now, you haven't had any inspiration on a name here, have you? Because I haven't yet. I've been trying.
Oh, for
Your father.
father. He's just going to get called father.
As long as you don't start calling me daddy, because that'll get weird.
Ooh, may want to have made that clear up front.
Lad, you have a chance to prove your worth for a change.
To who, father? I know my worth.
You don't know very much then, do you?
What is it this time?
This one might be of special interest to you. It's your uncle.
What of him?
They took him.
What have you done, old man?
You let me worry about the business, the things that I do. You worry about getting my brother back. And maybe, just maybe, you could actually be a beneficial part of this family.
Where was he taken?
The captain at the Heimdall church has a suspicion they might have him in some cliffs on the western side. Some of his minions went in and I think the term was bee-stabbed. I think they meant to say
Blood bees.
Blood bees. Blood bees.
Blood bees.
I think they meant to say...
I love that you take notes on that shit.
You wrote that
Important
down.
note.
It comes
I
up.
think they meant to say kicked a hornet's nest, but I think they're all a little bit fucking dim. So
Give this guy blood bean a minute.
I need you to make sure that bunch of fucking idiots and the meatheads I've got coming from the military don't go in there and just fucking kill everything that moves. Because if your uncle is there, he needs to get back in one piece, unharmed.
I sort of dig that, like, your whole accent is just an affected thing, and the father just talks like a rough as guts.
That's just because Ryan doesn't manage to do multiple voices all at once.
I appreciate it, though.
Ryan's only really got Ryan voice.
No, I like the horse is doing it just to annoy his dad. Father, you've bought as much law as could possibly be bought. What do you expect from me?
I expect you to work for a change. I expect you to earn the money that I keep putting in your pocket at great expenditure to our coffers, so you can fling your cards around the table and gallivant around town.
Well,
Messing with half-orc hooers.
Look, I know your uncle's been training you in the some of the weaponry, and I know how to count. I know you got some of them stuck in your room. How about you put them to good use? Prove your worth for a change, and maybe, just maybe, we can get ourselves back in the good graces of this lot.
who do I need to see?
Report in at Heimdall's church. Talk to Captain Rother. He'll put you in charge, and he sort of almost chokes on that phrase, of a squad.
Halsey like perks up a little bit at that.
You're gonna such a rude shock.
Oh, in charge of us. Oh dear.
He does have like a weird respect for lawmen, so he's kind of looking forward to this. Gonna be disappointed.
This
But yeah,
a
You get in there.
professional lawman.
as soon as you possibly can drag your sorry ass out of here and earn your keep. And hopefully, I, and with your help, I guess, can save this family.
So where are we right now?
Uh,
Just like his office?
No, this is the family home. This is the ancestral home. We're talking old money mansion sort of look.
Some kind of
So
drawing
he's
room.
come into the atrium and called you to come down and...
Yeah, you're essentially
Atrium.
you're talking in the sort of foyer.
Right, okay. So it's not like his private space or anything. This is just like the family room.
He's probably at
You
the foot
also
of the
notice
grand
that there's
staircase and you...
the staff of the house is probably at the lowest numbers it's been in decades, for almost as long as you can remember. And the staff that are still in the house know when to make themselves scarce, and they are at the moment.
Alright, on that, he'll
Gonna regret this.
turn on his heels and storm out, and under his breath on the way out is the only thing this family needs saving from, Father, is yourself.
I do declare.
He does declare.
Oh no!
That was a declaration.
You get the distinct impression you didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, he didn't.
Right. Rother's been in the meantime. Captain Rother has been talking with you guys. Is like that trick you guys do, jumping through portals and such.
Oh yeah, that one.
Would you be able to get back the other way?
Yeah.
From my understanding, yes. As long as we've been there before, we can go back.
It's never been entirely clear.
I think I did explain bits and pieces of it way back when you first learned, but essentially, points of importance or points of significance and stuff like that have sort of nodes within the ley lines, which is what you teleport to.
But
We've unlocked the fast travel location.
Essentially, in this situation, you just haven't had the need to go back the other way, and at the same time,
it was also really damaged.
Because we knew
That's nice that
we couldn't take the ley lines to Londinium because that was super
Super
dangerous.
it was super dangerous, and also you hadn't been there before.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure about the hadn't
We
been
didn't
there
have the
before.
point of reference to
Got it.
direct ourselves. We do have the point
Do
of
you
reference to say,
think
but it's really
you
degraded.
can manage to travel with more? I'm talking yourselves, at least a squad of uniforms, and a couple of squads from the
I don't
barracks.
know. I think it'd be extremely dangerous. I can guarantee my own safety.
Can we call the troops from Thor's? Can we call them hammerheads?
I like that so much. Yes.
Yes.
I know a lot of things,
Puppet's very
Well, I'm
dumb
not-
and naive, so he'll just happily say yes.
but I'm not quite sure how this works. So, while we certainly can, maybe able to bring in a few more, I think sending in a platoon with us, for example, might be stretching the limits. But I don't know.
Would they have both also seen how damaged and degraded Saul was? Because I was the one forging the path.
You both, I think it was Dennis
I'm
mentioned,
not
you
there right now.
you were able to observe, like, as you're travelling, you get that sense that there is
Pressing
it's
against.
sort of corruption all around, essentially. So it's gonna be dicey.
I mean, Puppet's dumb and naive, so he'll just say yes, but
If Leland was here, he'd be
blindly
like,
striding forward.
Leland would be like, "Oh, we can definitely do that. We just might need some extra material components, like gold."
And tokens.
And a lot of
Specifically
drugs.
tokens.
It's the drugs.
Speaking of
It's not
drugs,
in the box. What's in the box? The box.
drugs.
What's the drug box?
I'm looking on the map.
What does your drug box look like?
I always put my drugs in a Dungeons and Dragons box.
It's the last place they'll have a look.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, why is it scratched up? Why do I feel someone scratched up the map after you thought we're done there?
I didn't scrunch up no map.
Neither. I blame
I didn't think we were ever going back there, though.
Look,
Leland's not entirely pleased with the idea of going back there.
long story short, I'm happy to try because I don't really care.
Well,
but I've got concerns that you may blame us for the death of multiple wave after wave of peons.
Alright.
And I'm happy to do it.
What we can
as long
do-
as you understand that if only we come back, it's all good.
Well, what we can do, send you guys through first, and then send squads of the same size as your group through until the portal on this side closes off. How's that sound? It's either that, or our other option is spend 5 days sailing there, and by then they're out of there. Let's face it, if the boss of the place and the big boss have
I'm
both been
loving
taken
this
out.
heartless disregard you have for your troops. Like, it's very so inspired.
It's not a disregard. I'm only going to be sending him through as fast as they can do safely. Like, as long as that portal's open, I'll keep sending guys through. But until and once soon as it closes off, that's it.
I have no idea what'll happen. Rock and roll's not my life.
So what do you need to get this done?
So much gold. I'm not there. I wouldn't. I'm not. But like,
I just
silver bullion. It's a special material component for the spell.
The wave after wave of soldiers probably need the drugs. Just to get through.
Well, the
It's their first
drugs
travel.
was what we needed to establish the portal. Once the portal was there, it was there. It
Okay.
was for getting
We
in
don't need
tune with the
anything.
ley lines. I think it'll be fine.
We don't need anything then.
Yeah.
look. Did you say that?
We don't need anything.
Except for
Did you say
gold.
that?
We just need a little bit of extra
No.
gold.
I don't.
I was
think we
going.
need-
No,
Shut up.
the material component is quite expensive. While we probably have enough for this trip, for us to
Tom's
continue
just flying
doing,
against the hand.
like, for us to continue to do
From
so.
down there.
Pay no attention to
Oh,
the
that's,
mute.
that's right. Yeah, it's basically like
It's like trying to usher away a
Just pick him up by the shoulders and turn him around.
a toddler that's asking those really awkward questions. It's like, no.
he has no idea to talk about. Me and Leonard was the ones that actually do this, so he doesn't actually understand.
I just glower at you.
Push around. Now we haven't. The material components are quite expensive. We have enough to get there. Maybe come back. I'm assuming more troops we'll have to send through, more we'll have to expend. So we'll probably need to be fairly compensated upon our return, so we can buy more of the resources needed.
It's all in our documents. It's all in our requisition forms. You've seen those.
Look.
You just sign them.
As long as it's reasonable, we can get it paid for.
Reasonable is my middle name.
Actually, roll
What is my middle
Roll-
name? Actually, what is?
Roll deception.
Actually, it's murder. Oh no.
Why didn't you wait for the deception bot to get here?
God damn, this bread's good.
15.
Okay. What is that? You give me an itemized list of what. What will the-
Sorry, prepared.
Why do you need 50 rapiers to do this?
And 3 jet skis?
That's a callback.
What even is a jet ski?
Man. So, where do I have everyone go? Does that come from here or
Yes.
okay?
That sounds like a thing that we need to do.
And you
It's
see
one
him.
we always use.
He waves over one of the attendants like, "Get over to the marshal of the what do you call them?
Hammerheads.
And tell him to get here within 2 hours.
Yep.
Prep for battle."
So I'm just thinking about what I actually do know about these things. We know that we can punch a hole in any spot, the ritual. But we know it's easy to do it in a spot where it's kind of localized.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight
So
up.
doing it from office is a good idea.
Yeah, that's where we've always.
Yeah.
It's always come through, but whenever we've created one to go back there, it's always been at random spots. I think only once, the first time we did it, was at a focal point. The rest of the boys just been, here we
Where
are,
we needed to.
punch a hole.
Yeah. As the attendant sort of rushes out the front door, you see Leland coming up from the dungeons.
Looking a bit shaken.
Yep.
His robe's sort of hanging open.
Oh god.
Darkness. Ow! Maybe you want to get dressed. You want to keep fighting bad guys today.
I'm on the other side of the thing. I'll just take this.
As he's doing that,
And for those not in the visual medium,
He gestured at his ball area a couple of times, and then I'll take care of that mouthing.
And a few times he opened and closed
And
his
then he
legs.
opened it back up to this area. That's the one I mean.
I mean my dick and balls.
I mean the dick and balls. I'll take care of this. One of the balls is a Zelf ball.
that's the biggest one.
It's pointy. Oh, that's what I live for. That right there.
All right.
Leland goes and gathers his adventuring gear. Puts on his studded leather armor.
While Leland is away, you see a gentleman heading into the bullpen and sort of talking to a couple of the attendants, and then one of them sort of points up towards you guys and towards Rotha's desk. How would you describe yourself?
Okay. About 5'11", very human, impeccably well dressed. Armed?
I think you're ready to go.
Yeah. All right.
2 arms? Just one?
Three.
Just
Five.
one big one
It's
that
weird.
wraps all the way around. It's
Wow.
super weird.
It's like the dog from Adventure Time.
Jake?
Sure. Are there other dogs in Adventure Time?
I like that particular popular media.
I've never.
You should really watch it.
I should do a lot of things.
Bathe. Eat well. Sorry, this has got to be a little bit mean.
No, man.
I mean, he's not denying it.
Fair.
Yeah. Is that your entire description?
Impeccably
Impeccably well dressed.
Impeccably well dressed.
5'10", what was it? 5'10",
Yeah,
5'8"?
about 5'10", 5'11", waxed mustache. Because why the hell not? You've seen guns at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
you
actually
know-
have got 2 magic things I don't know how to use properly enough.
What do you... Are you visibly... Are you open carry or concealed carry?
I'd be very, very, very concealed carry.
Because why would a rogue be open carry?
That's not how rogues do.
But yeah, they're familiar with firearms. The ones he's got are old relics of the world before the Starfall, which have basically been retrofit with some arcane power to make them work. Essentially, they are our real world future, this world's past. So they're kind of like early ray guns and bits and pieces like that.
Whoa.
The future is now, everyone.
Phases.
Future's now, old man.
But yeah, they're like laser guns, ray guns, bits and pieces like that. We're not talking like Fallout sort of ones. We're talking like our future. But the guns you've got have been reverse engineered from ones that people have grabbed hold of and
Yeah.
torn apart to try and work out how they work and made another way of making them work, which is essentially gunpowder,
Yeah.
black powder.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like more clockwork and antique and some scrolling and filigree. 2 like silver revolvers, pearl handle,
Got some
and
style.
somewhere between a blunderbuss and a shotgun on his back.
So you're giving off the aura of money. Or the aura of... We like to say that we have money.
He's got bare arms.
And 2 just big bare arms.
He's got the right to bare arms.
You see that? So you've been pointed in the direction of Captain Rotha, who is a dwarven gentleman. Yes.
All this time I had no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think
We're
I've
on the
mentioned
level.
his
Is he
race.
really tall for a dwarf?
I was going to say that I don't see race, but I'm terribly, terribly racist.
You don't see race because they're beneath you.
That's right.
I was just like, I just thought he was a really short dude.
It's the beard.
Short, hairy Scottish dude.
This time.
Think more Norse look. Got a couple of those beard beads, the rune beads and everything in the beard and everything going on. Yeah, but yeah,
He's always been a dwarf.
I can probably go through my notes and I'm pretty sure I had
Since
that.
the 27th of June last year.
It's a long time to be a dwarf.
Long time to be a dwarf and no one noticed.
That's like 10 dog years with just like 20 elf years. Oh god.
Hold on a second. What's Heidi?
Human.
Alright, cool.
Whoa!
No, I just wanted to make sure she wasn't like a displacer beast or something.
Guys clearly had not been paying attention.
Somehow,
really insensitive
I miss
getting
she was a
around-
beholder.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Anyway, this got dumb real fast.
It's always a bit dumb.
It's how we do. Okay, so yeah, you make your way up towards the desk. It's you see a drow and a halfling gnome. No, halfling. I can't remember. I can remember what
Jesus, Ryan!
You see a small child.
I see half of something. I don't know what yet, but it's only half of it.
Half a gnome.
Half a ling.
Okay, and yeah, they're currently pooling over information that's spread out on Hrotha's desk. You got the copy of the map.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
The map that the person who was setting us up for betrayal made us. Hey, is Kale coming with us?
Kale corrected the map.
Yeah.
Kale is resting up in the infirmary. He's got some stuff to deal with.
Oh, the poor little thing. My name's Kale and I'm a bit worried. I got hurt once, didn't do anything, now I'm in the infirmary.
See, Goida can do character voices.
All right, and yeah, the captain sort of turns and greets you. So it's like, you must be the lad then.
Indeed. Gentlemen. Oh, I'm sorry. Gentlemen and lady.
Thank you. I'll go back to the map.
Did you just assume your gender?
Young Hollister here will be joining you guys.
As long as he doesn't get in the way.
It's after all, it is his uncle you're going into rescue.
Oh, is he related to that, Oh, I've already forgotten his name.
Fuck you. I knew you were doing that bit already. Oh god. Alright. Yes, he is. Because I'm just gonna fucking roll. I can't believe I've not. This is me creating a character on WoW. This is like. Yeah, I made myself an undead guy. Yes, a fucking hunter. Fuck yeah, this is great. Name. Fuck. Shit. 8 hours.
Shooty
later.
bow.
Shooty Bow's 42. Fuck, let's take it as well. Shooty Bow's 43. There we go.
12 hours later.
So
you guys are making a good impression.
how long are you taking to get ready?
How long?
Bubble bath.
So how do you know that wonderful specimen of humanity that we met this morning?
You've never spoken so highly of humanity.
Pretty sure I spat at least twice while saying that.
I know.
Also, like, walks up where you sort of gathered around the paperwork and just sort of gathers it up and taps it together into a pile and says, "I can tell by your tone that you've met the Colonel."
Oh, I rolled a 1 to take it back. Boo.
That's a.
I need some help. I think I'm like, it's so much.
You rolled a 1. Damn. Yeah. He refers to his father as the Colonel.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Are you giving Ryan an out for not saying his name?
No, he had that already.
Okay.
But also, yeah, a little bit.
Could I have those documents back, please?
Indeed, let's
check
just
everything we were working on.
let's see what we have here. So
Yes.
going
Taking charge.
going through it, like doling it out like cards. just sort of fanning it out.
Just like shuffling the papers.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, ah.
Just so we're clear, does he have to come back alive? Or is this like an optional thing?
Oh, let's face it. If he doesn't come back alive and the uncle doesn't come back alive, that's going to cause some issues.
For who?
Well, me, and by association, you.
Got it. So if it doesn't come back alive, don't come back. Got it now.
Not forgetting that, of course, you're going to be with a squad in there. You can see a bunch of them already starting to like gather their supplies and everything. Like, you know, basically gearing up: sword, shield, crossbows, all the bits and pieces.
And me.
And he's here.
And the small child is here.
And where's Leland? Is he?
I don't know.
Everyone can relax.
Leland now has an accent.
Is he still in the robe?
Leland is wearing pants.
Leland appears and joins the group.
Who's the fancy man?
You are.
That's this guy. This guy.
Who's the fancy man? Leland, we're over here. You look in a mirror. Oh.
Finger guns his reflection.
Yeah. Want to do introductions again? No.
I was to understand there would be a squad accompanying me as well.
Yes,
Isn't he accompanying us?
for the sake of keeping his father happy, his father's insisted that he leads the charge.
Oh, pretend he's in charge, like I do with you. Got it. I'll stand to attention.
Don't forget the conditions of your current employment.
Oh, we've got to have fun around here, don't we?
We do.
We love to laugh.
We operate well within this structure. All this time we have been reporting to Poppet, our ranking officer on these missions, and it's worked out fine. I don't see why you strictly need to upset the apple cart by introducing another element into this chain of command. It's going to get so confusing.
And as of the start of our bargain, I have not been convicted of any crimes.
So what do you do? Like my compatriots here, we have the noisiest monk in the world here.
Toot.
You've met Hana. She murders people. No. Sorry. What is the word? Not murders. No, it's murders. It's murders.
Remember that.
And I am a mighty wizard. Sparks out of Roderick.
Can I roll for that?
What's that?
Mighty wizard.
You can roll insight. And you can roll performance.
It's pretty fucking mighty.
Damn. Deception's
Got a regular fucking water cannon here.
Uh-oh.
I got an 18.
18?
Nah,
You're a wizard, aren't you?
you're a wizard.
I'm a mighty wizard. Look, just don't forget it, all right? I look when the going gets tough and we need spells.
when the
I-
going gets tough,
I
Leland
sometimes-
gets going.
I sometimes have spells. Don't you worry, though. It's all. We haven't died. We almost died. We haven't died yet. But what do you do again? What's your deal? We got deals.
Everyone has their shtick.
I do apologize. I believe there has been a misunderstanding. These are lawmen.
Oh, yes.
I hold out my badge.
Oh, hang on.
I take it and have a look.
I like pat my pockets. Okay, and I got one of them too.
I just left one in my room.
Pans into the bedside table
Done.
again.
Done.
Just go, are you there, Hannah?
Hannah, it's an emergency.
Well, it's like under all these layers of clothing. Yeah, that's the way.
Well, you don't have one of these? Is there a like these are horns of Heimdall. That's what we call them. That's what we call them in the business.
Why don't you have a...
That's what they are.
Yeah.
Apparently, all you have to do is be a criminal, and they give you one. Ex-criminal.
If this one's coming with us, can we get him like one of these? Like we talk through these things. It's sort of important.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. See,
And he's
you one of the group. It's going to be great.
Sort of lights up a little bit of that.
This is a sort of like an iron one. With their ones there are like a brass, like they're a little more polished. This one is an iron. It's like a deputizing rather than.
Oh, it's baby's first badge.
This is kind of more like what you guys had when you were rookies.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, it is baby's first badge.
That's what we called it back then.
Baby's first badge.
He hands it over and is like, to use this to communicate. Oh god, it's going to sound like the Star Trek thing.
Yeah.
I was going to say like just tap it on your lapel.
Just tap your communicator.
say Cisco to bridge.
Right.
Let's not do that. Just hold it up towards your mouth, and you'll be able to communicate with the
How
other guys.
common would they be?
These badges.
Yeah, like as far as...
It's a combination of both of your communicator and your identification.
Yeah, but like, are other people carrying these? Is it specific to like this team, or just like has he seen this before? He's had experience with like lawmen.
You know that
It's law fighter, thank you very much.
It's
The
the equivalent of a
term.
sheriff's badge.
yeah, it's
You'd
a
be
sheriff's
familiar with
badge
it as a badge.
and your walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
So every city guard and police officer has one of these.
Yeah.
Literally everyone has one except for you right now.
I imagine
Pretty
Roth
much
guys-
everyone,
Well, no, I
in,
have
everyone
one
in the
too,
room
so-
except you until like 2 minutes ago had one.
I imagine Hrothguy's one is like big and fancy.
Oh yeah,
It's gold.
They got jewels and shit in it.
But that's
not quite that garish,
Oh, okay.
but it is a mark of his station.
He's
But yeah,
Like takes it, like
this-
sort
this
of
here-
looks at it casually and sort of buffs it like a little bit.
but this here, one tap will communicate with your group. 2 taps will get you in contact with the rest of the other squads that are coming through. Same goes for you guys. Your ones will do the same. 1 tap for your squad, 2 taps, and it gets you in contact with the other group.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is anybody in the other group any kind of conversationalist? We may want to have a chat later. Trade some jokes and stuff. Anybody spring to mind from the other group that's going to be like that?
You see sort of the squad of 6 sort of begin to basically line up in ranks. They are the uniforms, and one guy sort of looking at you is like, raises his hands sort of nervously, is like, I guess I know a joke or two.
Okay.
I'll be behind Lil going... like, what?
I got that guy on speed dial. It's cool.
It's like, I know a joke or two, and I guess I'm meeting another one.
Fair. I like him. He can
And
stay.
then he sort of like snickers under his breath.
All right. We got
You
it.
may be the first to die.
I have a
They got
question.
the best red uniforms on.
There we go. That was going to be my next question.
And in about 10 minutes' time, you basically hear this rhythmic marching of 2 squads of military men. Hammerheads, as you call them.
It's a good name.
They march in 2 by 2 up the center, and then stop short of the elevated area where Rotha's office is, and one of them with a fancier hat than the rest, because I guess that's how military does it, basically yells out like, "Reporting for duty, sir. Where are we going?"
We are going on a journey through a mystical portal.
Well,
Welcome to a journey through time and space, to the mighty Boosh.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen the Mighty Boosh, right? That's what
Yeah.
it's sort of.
That's
It's
exactly
like
what
the
you're
intro to
doing.
that. You ever see Doctor Who? Like the opening for that, it's going to be like that with the jewel. You never seen Doctor Who? This guy has. The guy in the red shirt has. Look at him. He's sniggering already.
He's like, I love Capaldi.
I should have stood in bed.
Yeah. So like, we doing this or not? Like cracks knuckles.
So yeah, you've essentially got if you break it up into groups, you've got yourselves as one group. You've got a squad of 6 cops, like uniform cops, and
Yep.
you've got 2 squads of 6 each of military folk.
Plenty.
They haven't seen us open a portal on this side. It's gonna look bad. Gonna have to cut up some lines of mushroom.
Now, do they need to take anything to go for, or just once we open it, they can just walk through?
It was
No.
basically just the
Just
plotting
as
of the
how it
path,
worked
which,
when we were starting.
considering who did the pathfinding last time, you might be able to just backtrace.
Yeah, and I have all the familiarity with landscapes and remembering.
Yeah.
So we're not getting high for this one.
We don't need to. We're
Don't need to,
professionals.
but want to.
We're on the job.
This is how we do this, though. I don't know if we can do it without the.
Now, Poppet, here's all the expensive material components you need to use. Create that portal.
We don't need anything.
And the Chucky's already used it all. That's correct. We've already used all
it's
those material
pathfinding, and
components.
somebody else needs to open the portal, right? That's I think usually I end up doing the other side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Because you're the powerful.
But essentially,
I'm a
just
powerful wizard.
running through the process. Again, you notice.
I navigate.
You navigate. You notice the significant corruption the closer and closer you get to
We're gonna die.
towards where the Blood Cliffs node is. Roll me a survival.
Oh crap! I'm really good at rolling.
While Pubba's like doing his trance, figuring it out,
24.
I like elbowing Hollis, going, "You ever travelled through a ley line before?"
A what?
That's the network of portals running through the entirety of the world. You never. Oh, it's cool. It'll be fine. It's how we get around.
It'll be fine. You won't have unending nightmares. You won't.
And as that conversation
We'll almost
goes
always
on,
come out all together in
you
one piece.
see
It's no problem.
this green-black flame portal, like, sort of split open, and then just like I think Rick's portal gun, similar sort of look. It's
Evocative.
swirling.
Just a disco.
It's as good an image that everyone's going to be able to reference. But yeah, it's basically this plane of space swirling in front of you.
All right, fearless leader. It is custom for the commander of the mission to go through first.
Sort of like rocking back on his heels, one hand to pistol, just sort of staring at it, and then just tips in.
Okay. How did I describe this before? You get this sensation like you're getting pulled rapidly forwards by every point of your body while simultaneously feeling like you're perfectly stationary. It's really horrid feeling. Like it's car sickness sort of level uncomfortable.
Leland kind of likes it though.
But the sensation passes relatively quickly, and you find yourself sort of conscious of your surroundings, but somewhat you feel like you're disembodied, like you don't have much sense of where the ends of your hands are, or where the rest of your body is. But you know it's there, but it's not there. You can also get a sense of you're sort of moving through like a little bit like the Doctor Who thing, but more of like a green swirling sort of.
You're describing this like it's supposed to be terrible. I feel like this way all the time. Is that not how other
that's
people
vertigo.
feel? Right, okay.
Do you fall
Also
downstairs
drinking.
a lot? Looking off to the side, you see like several others of these same sort of pathways just leading off in other directions. You see, soon you start seeing some of them that sort of lead off, and then it's sort of just like dark and like corrupted, dying flesh, like necrotic flesh, and then disappear into the void that is the area that surrounds this pathway. And soon the end, sort of this end of this tunnel starts to like light up stronger and stronger and stronger, and then you sort of just finish that tilt forwards motion as you drop out the other side in the upper chamber of a cave system.
Huh. Bracing.
And following quite quickly behind you, what order did you go in? First.
Second.
So
Well, who'll be
Close
second,
up at
won't
the
he?
end.
sorry?
First, second, third. I got last.
Yeah, so essentially, yeah, your new 3.
And before I turn into it to say, if you make it to the other side, just stay out of our way.
As I pop out the other side, I'm like in the cases, I'm like, shit, was Sigrun going to come with us? I'll see you later. Who's going to heal us?
So yeah, you guys are
Just gonna stab
popped out that
things.
side. The portal is still sort of shimmering away behind you, and about 30 seconds later, you hear the sound of the next squad just sort of like tumbling out the other side, completely unaware of what's going on, of what's just happened for the last 30 seconds. And this is the first.
Normally take that long?
Rookies.
I was wondering, that'd be weird. I would have no idea.
It's like 6 days sail.
It's a distance, so it's not instantaneous, but your concept of time is a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was
thrown.
wondering if we knew like it's like an instantaneous thing, or we know like oh yeah, time's
So this is
passing.
a squad of this is the police squad that basically drop out. Your little buddy is like, "Hi, that was fucked."
Ah,
Red
rookies.
shirt.
You gotta
And-
name all these guys. You gotta name them so they can die.
Give me Arcana checks. Whoever has proficiency in Arcana.
That's a me.
That's him.
This is you.
Can I guidance myself first?
Sure.
I'm gonna guidance myself first.
Actually, no, this is more of an observation. Probably won't have time to guidance.
Cool.
Oh, is the thing about to collapse?
17.
17. You see the what do you say? The portals are starting to sort of like quiver around the sides. It's starting to fluctuate in its sort of intensity and everything like that. And you hear the sounds of like the first few of the first squad of the military guys. Basically, like they make their way through and they're like they pop out the other side and quickly regain their land legs and form off into a squad formation off to one side. Basically, the concept of traveling in weird ways is this is military, so
They're like Navy SEALs. They're like dropping and rolling and like.
yeah. And the portal starts to like really starts to splutter.
Whoa! Whoa there! Whoa! Does it work like a horse?
Portal Whisperer.
Easy, girl.
Can you roll me a d6?
Can I try and magic the portals to stay open?
Can you summon some sugar cubes or
Roll me a
something?
d6.
I roll a 5.
Roll a 5.
Roll a 5.
Okay.
5 die.
You're going to work out which way I was going to go on that based on
Animal handling?
you hear you have 5 members of the second military group make it through before the portal. Well, 4 make it through before the portal starts to really splutter closed, and on the 5th one, just as he's stepping through, it ceases to exist.
Oh.
And as this guy is making his sort of final step out, and for a moment he's just sort of standing there, like just sort of in like a stunned situation, and then just blood starts pouring out of the stump where his leg has just
He
been
didn't roll a 4.8. He rolled 5.
just went.
Not
Granted,
wrong.
I've been listening to a Harry Potter podcast recently, so the concept of splinching's really fresh in my mind, so I've had this one going around in my brain for a little bit. Yeah, essentially, his leg didn't make it out all the way out of the portal. And so, yeah, his leg is now sort of stuck in the void of space.
That smells really good.
So wait, we only lost 1 and a leg out of all the guys?
Mm.
It's pretty good.
One and a leg or one leg?
One and a leg.
the leg.
One only leg. 4 came through unharmed. 1 guy didn't come through
If
at
we're
all.
doing it leg, we've lost 3 legs, which isn't bad.
And let's be clear, we're on the other side. We don't know. It may be closed before the last guy went in, right? He could be okay just at home.
Well,
I'm saying this to like his friends, going, yeah, no, it probably closed before he even came through the portal. He's probably just like
This
he
guy
probably
here,
just like comically fell on his ass in Hrothgar's office.
The squad leader of the first group like quickly rushes up to this guy because he's just gone like pale white, and like just quickly like shoves like the shaft of his spear just across his mouth, just like, and just like puts him down to the ground quickly. It's just like this guy is just like biting down. It's just like that muffled screaming of like, I've just lost my fucking leg sort of
I'm gonna
sound.
turn to Hollister. I'm like, are you a cleric? Can you Can you cleric him? We used to have a cleric and a paladin. We had something for this before. Can you?
Oh, I don't have anything that can help that.
The rest of the squad is basically like, four of them have basically so one's holding, the squad leader is basically like, essentially giving you something to bite down on, as well as muffling the screams, because they are military guys. They don't want they know they're dealing with. The other four basically grab a limb each and pin him down, while the last guy basically like quickly gets an oil flask and basically like pours it over the stump and then lights it to cauterize. And he's got this smell of...
Oh, it smells delicious.
Of like burning oil and just seared.
For me right now, it smells kind of amazing.
As this, yeah.
Just blood and the cooked flesh.
Popcorn chicken. Oh.
Just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the like species breakdown of our parties here? And are they all just fighters, or are there like clerics and shit? Wizards? Did they bring any wizards?
There's a couple of people that are spell capable. When it comes to combat-y stuff,
There's
I'm
going
going
to
to
be
be
fighters.
rolling it as a block of attacks.
Cool.
It's just going to be a bunch of...
I was wondering like what kind of
I'm not
resources
going to
we've got.
roll... What's that? It was 12. It's now 16 different attackers. 16 and a half different attackers, as well as yourselves.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You've got a computer. It'll be fine.
Good dice.
Also trying to keep my head where everyone is at once. It's just going to be blocks of dudes.
That's cool. No, I was just
Yeah.
wondering if there was like a variety of different roles and shit within it. I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know what you're fucking doing here, right? I had enough trouble keeping track of my guy.
Obviously, I'm very upset and shaken by the person.
And hungry.
Very much so.
It's been a while since you've had a snack.
If I wouldn't have breakfast. But what we want to distract myself is this. Do you recognise this corridor? Has it got the rails and stuff like that going down the?
You have basically
This
popped
the
out
platform we were on
at
before.
pretty much the entrance there. As you've popped out into the actual cave section, and then you are looking into basically where you guys had the fight with Craven.
What do I see?
You see. Sorry.
Paint us a picture.
A word picture, a picture with words.
From your position there, you see just minions scrambling all over the place, basically gathering up as much equipment and everything like that as they possibly can. And, well, the lift has been basically somewhat made operational again. It's not the full, thing to take multiple people at once. It's more of a bucket and winch sort of setup, but they are like gathering up what they can. One guy's winching the stuff down the wrecked lift crane section. A couple of others have managed to sort of restring part of the bridge, so there's enough for people to get across but not carry a lot of stuff. So some of the points that you guys destroyed last time have been made somewhat usable.
I have a question, right?
Yes.
How screaming was the guy who got
Which is exactly
pawed?
why I did that straight away. It's muffled, but unless he shuts up soon, they're going to notice.
If only somebody could make it silent in here. Cast your magic spell to make him quiet.
Ah.
After saying this, I'll basically go,
I was just going to put him to sleep.
if we're going to do something, we've got to do it now.
Or sleep. Or just hit him in the head.
Hope you boys and girls are ready for a fight. I'm just keeping tabs in case people start getting curious and heading
I think
our
the
way.
actual fight will probably start next session.
That's fine. I'm just keeping...
But yeah,
Because the demonstrator will be the person with the lowest current hit points, so we'll target them first. Start with the creature that has the lowest current hit points.
Someone who just lost a leg seems...
yeah.
So I can cast sleep.
Roll them bones.
That's nice.
I think you can purposefully choose to stop at one person as well. You're electing the targets.
5d8.
Aren't you?
I'm happy for this situation for you to be able to, as long as you don't roll a whole bunch of ones,
to just
I
ease
don't
one
say that's
person
just what he's
to
going to do.
Rolls a bunch of ones and his foot goes to sleep.
sleep. That's the first one. So
Wait,
that's
which one?
So on the other side of the
7,
portal.
8, and 2. So that's 10, 24, and another 630.
Never rolled so
That'll be
high in
enough
your
to.
life.
And basically, this guy here, you know,
Ease him down.
I'm going to say it looks more like he passes out.
Yeah.
Like he goes a bit pale, and then his eyes roll back, and he's out because he did just get, you know, splinched, burnt, somewhat
It's been
choked.
a big day. It's
held
been a big
down.
morning. It's been a big morning.
What I'll do, I'll come back and say they're packing everything up as quick as possible. If we're going to go, we have to go shortly. From memory, the prisoners were around.
the wharfs.
That's
Yep.
what they've got there. So I don't know about you all, but if you want to go there and cause a ruckus and hold the line, we could probably sneak around on the left side and go from there.
My suggestion is just out of character. Formulate your go plan,
That's what I'm trying to do now, yeah.
and we'll action that next session.
That's all, yes, I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
'Cause we don't really have long to sit
these
here
guys
and form
are-
a committee.
Do you
Because
know
these-
what he looks like?
I mean, I should do. I'm fairly certain I've met him before.
Okay.
Yeah. I could pick him out of a lineup, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Not uncle, not uncle, not uncle, uncle. Definitely
Good.
uncle.
That was a very serious question from Bob.
He's got one of those faces you'd struggle to pick him out of a lineup of one.
At least he has a name.
So, what's your strike plan? And I'm gonna note those if you actually want to.
Well, we have.
I'm
10
like mockingly like.
If people want to write down things as well, so I can then.
6 cops and 10 and a half.
We've got 10 military people. Now, after the bomb loss, there's only
10 military and 6 cops as well.
6 cops. Yeah, well,
Plus yourselves.
do we have
9
them
cops.
go up the bridge, cause a ruckus, and then we take the other side,
That's a good plan.
take
Like
the lift spot?
maybe get the military guy, get the hammerheads to sort of take the bridge and sort of secure around like in a pincer,
Yep.
and
There
then
are also people
And then we
currently
take-
using the lifts.
Yeah, but if they all go through, soldiers causing most of the chaos and noise, we can kind of go that way. It's going to be noisy regardless, but that's going to be... They're going to see the big... Like a blob of 16 or so people, soldiers going there. That's going to attract the most amount of attention and cause chaos over there. We will also attract attention, but there's going to be, less of us. Potentially could... Deal that comes through remain relatively hidden-ish.
Yes.
Either
Sneaky
way,
sneak.
So not pitting everything on a full-on stealth mission that
Well, I
could
don't-
just fall down.
I don't think we can.
but
Like, this
yeah,
is what we are. Like, I don't think stealth is...
Rogue says no stealth. There's no stealth.
while we're
I mean,
talking
we can
about
all
this,
fly.
I'm just like, guys, I just want you all to know, I can lift up 1,000 pounds with my mind now.
How much does a boat weigh? More than 1,000 pounds?
Let's just keep that in our back pockets, though, right? My mind.
He is with you, right?
Well, you seem there, right? So technically, yes.
So yeah, we'll send troops around Bridgeway. You guys sneak the other way. It's something I can work with.
Because
Do we want to take a couple
This
of
sells with
soldiers?
Basically, what we could do, we can do that. Maybe a few of the cops come with us to keep the lift. We go there, grab these people.
That's a
see
good
if
plan.
they want to do your thing. Then we
Send
just basically
the
go.
hammerheads this way, have the cops hold the lift for us, and then we can sort of go and
Potentially, if we're really concerned about using the portal again,
take a boat.
so I want to say, yeah, we could go there, see what boats left there, because essentially, kind of go there, we secure
boats.
them, then they can kind of either,
This is a harbour.
yeah, they either fall back on the lift and we grab a boat, or we basically grab a boat and people just kind of fucking jump
Yeah,
down.
the soldiers can jump
off
off
we
the
go.
bridge and-
We've had such luck with boats in the past.
Is anyone in the
It's
group
always
with
been
us
fun.
adept at sailing at all? Like, anyone get a boat going? Because I wouldn't have a fucking clue.
You press triangle to start.
Press F. Pay respects.
Like, if it has sails, you just need wind. I can make wind.
Can you make
No,
can you make sails?
No.
Most people could do that, but congrats for putting it on your spell list.
Strong wind at 20
I
miles
cast
per
8
hour.
beams.
Oh yeah, the other. Oh, hold on.
Make noise.
Our plans should probably not involve leaving behind Limpy back there. Maybe our plans should involve we may have to go back for the guy who lost a leg. Just saying.
Yes.
Cool. Alright,
Sure.
cool.
They'll just slow us down,
he's
probably get us all
asleep.
killed, but fine.
The
reason other than
leader
niceness?
of the military squads is like, we've got a couple of sailors amongst our troops, so we can get a boat going. It won't be the most efficient way of running because it's
Just
not a full experienced crew, but it can get us out of here as long as the boat's not too wrecked.
I suppose we won't know.
Get us a good boat, we'll get out of there.
What we can do, go there, secure that, and then we can give a signal for them to fall back that way and head to the boat.
These are crack troops. They're probably just going to mow through all these minions.
Maybe.
They are professionals.
Or we could do, we can get the sailors, like, can kind of split off and come with us.
At least
So
some
when we get,
yeah.
when we go past there, they can already be getting,
The boat prepared.
The boat
while we
prepared.
Fetch the person.
yeah.
This is all
Defend
assuming
boats.
that we find what we're looking for down here.
This is true, but we're still going to need an out anyway.
It's true.
And then the boats that we don't use, we can set on fire.
I was going to say, like, part of our exit strategy needs to be thoroughly destroy every single shred of this place. Just saying. After we get, the people out, whatever.
Are you going to blow it up by lifting 1,000 pounds and dropping it with your mind?
If there's a way, yeah. if there's a way that I can make that work, then that's what I want to do.
Do you still have the genie?
No.
He's got one more charge
I
of the
got one
genie.
more charge of the genie, yes.
Okay. When I had a peek,
He didn't go so well last time, though.
You did fine.
because what I could do, when I had a peek, did I still, there's crates of the candles that explode, like that. Are they still a whole bunch of those kind of floating around?
Most of the good, the ones that weren't, irrevocably damaged, have been gathered back up, put into crates, and there's some of the stuff they're shipping off. They're both finding anything that's salvageable
Okay.
and getting out.
Because I just don't know how to destroy the boats. I think I haven't got anything that can make a boat.
Well, someone took some candles, did they not?
We did.
You did.
We definitely did.
You definitely did.
I don't think it's enough to make a boat go boom, or make multiple boats go boom.
I might be able to sink some boats.
You also essentially
You
have
could lift like
magic
1,000 pounds
grenades.
of your mind, right?
I can lift 1,000 pounds with my mind.
You also effectively have magic grenades.
And the candles?
That's how they work. They get
Yeah.
lit, the spell goes off.
Yeah, we got ways and means.
I'm giving that one to you for free because I was wondering whether you're going to experiment with them last time you were here.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, but I just didn't know if we had like enough to make a boat go. But I saw the stuff there. The genie can basically be, while we're doing that, genie can be moving crates onto the boats that we're not going to use, and then we can just kind of go pew 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 pew.
Well, two of you can go pew 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 pew. One of them can go bazorch, and the other one goes.
I'm pretty sure I can sink a boat.
I can make a lot of
By dropping something of 1,000 pounds on top of it.
I mean, that'll do it.
Actually, before we formulate this plan, from memory, like around there, do you have a view of the harbour?
Yep.
I could go on a little stealthy sneak mission.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make people invisibles?
Yes.
I can, but, like, that's
Stealth
going to
ones.
limit my capabilities of destroying things with my mind. Although I can do, like, more now.
I can do it as well. I just have to play some music.
This is the weirdest fucking adventure.
Because remember what happened last time you made a loud noise on a boat?
Yeah, I need to be stealthy. Alright, I miss the rains down in Africa. Like,
Soothing, right?
Because I could quickly sneak out, see what we have, reboat, and come back. And saying it's still open space though. It'd be pretty hard to sneak across that.
Well, there's
How
people
much
there as
time
well.
has actually passed since when you were here last?
A day.
Hey.
Like a
Not
day?
even that.
Oh, like 10 hours, 12 hours?
Yeah, about 10, 12 hours tops.
We've had a
Right,
long
yeah.
rest.
These guys haven't. They look like they've worked through the night. Well, at least ones you can see
Okay.
going past in this.
I'm just gonna do it.
You're gonna go.
So I rolled
You're
28
still
for
through an open room that is bustling with people.
Well, that's what I said. Like,
Well, when you put it like that, no.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Obviously.
what's it like? I rolled like 28. Would it even be worthwhile?
Well, okay. With the 28, you sneak closer to the actual edge of the cave towards where the cavern is, and you see there's probably a good dozen people that are just like, a couple of them are operating the makeshift lift. That they're literally just lowering a large bucket down. Rest of them are sort of, they are all over this thing, over this cage. Is basically like anything of value, anything of interest. So like
There's a guy
notes.
there with a crowbar, like prizing things off the floor.
There's like any scrolls, parchments, or anything that they're shoving into files and bits and pieces like that, and then crating them and sending them off. It's busy.
Here's the thing: the way we planned it out, where the hammerheads hold this, and the soldiers hold this, we have an exit. They're holding our
Yeah,
rear.
absolutely, we're fine.
So we
But
can
the
we can
portal-
just go down and see if we can get the boat, and if there isn't like a suitable boat down there, we have our exit held. We can just go back out the way we came, and we know that this leads back out to a tunnel to the surface anyway.
But it does take a fair bit of time though to call on the portal. About 5. Or it's not instantaneous, though, is it?
That's
Is that what that is? That's
Yeah,
It's,
that's the
out.
way we came in
But it's
initially.
10 minutes
Yeah, okay.
to create a portal. Like, it's not exactly... If,
Yeah.
if we don't need that time, then we should be prepared. Like, we need to hold here for X period of time.
Yeah.
So if they can make me invisible, I could easily go out, confirm if there are boats out there.
Okay, but in character, Leland's not doing that. Leland's not using the spell for figuring this plan out right now.
Because last time he ran out of spell slots.
Because last time I ran out of spell slots, so I'm not wasting one on making you invisible.
Okay.
That's just how Leland do. But what I mean is, we can always, if worst comes to worst, we can always pull back out through the tunnel and out to the surface.
Up to an unknown, which we...
Well, that's the way we
stage
came in
there.
initially.
Yeah, there was also filled with people. Yep, cool, yep.
Also, if we're gonna send a stealth squad down to look at things, then probably it's gonna cast faster that.
Well, let's be fair, it is a air quote stealth group.
Don't forget, someone's
We're
also got the ability
attempting
to walk on the roof.
I can also walk on the roof while I'm carrying 1,000 pounds with my
You
mind.
could just walk up there and see if there's any boats in the harbour.
If you want to.
Out into the open wide cavern, which we just...
On the roof. They never
Nice.
look up. No one ever looks up.
That's a Spider-Man truism. No one ever looks up.
I really want to look up right now.
And I'm
I'm terrified what's going to happen.
Don't do it until I get you.
It's going to be a field of planets.
Oh, that's not so bad. That could have been so much worse.
Jupiter fell.
Oh no.
Yeah, and broke as well.
That sounds like a really good name for a YA novel series.
Jupiter
falling.
Yeah, Jupiter Fell.
Jupiter fell.
Jupiter fell, by the way.
Second one would be Jupiter Rising. That might actually
It's getting
be
a little
one
bit too
already.
close to. There's a little bit too close to Mercury Rising already.
Yeah.
Which already has multiple meanings.
Jupiter in Ascendance.
Oh, God, it does too. Oh, man.
Wasn't it the one that had Channing Tatum in it? Jupiter.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
It was
I know.
Jupiter something.
Oh, it's the
was a
stupid
movie.
sci-fi movie that did.
It's the Wachowskis.
Yeah.
Oh!
Jupiter Ascending?
I think it was Jupiter, Ascending.
Ascending.
That's
Yeah.
not-
Was that... Oh yeah, I was trying to... Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jupiter Ascending.
Was that the one where the bees could find out the queen? The
Yeah,
blood
it's
bees?
That movie was dumb.
Confirmed. It had that one good scene at the administration bit. They talked
So
about...
this is when our D&D podcast becomes a movie review podcast of a bunch of two people that have seen it, and the rest of the people just going, "Yeah, it seemed like a dumb movie, so I didn't watch it."
Had one good scene.
Take that, Roger Ebert.
Oh, that fat podcast money now, please.
Making it free.
So recommendations.
I recommend not seeing Jupiter Ascending.
But yeah, if you want to do Spider-Man, Spider-Man does what a Spider-Man does.
Well, how is the roof high enough that would be a reasonable thing?
It's natural. It's a natural cavern. It's got a decent height. You got to stealth your way out.
Don't worry about the invisible. I got this. And he just scampers up the wall.
Are you
As you
doing
do that-
stealth?
I will turn everyone and say, prepare to fight.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I'm assuming that we have discussed this plan with the troops.
Size.
But that's the thing.
Well, the leader of the military is there in your
Yeah,
plan.
guys, making sure, we're not discuss the plan. Okay, on board. So when he inevitably rolls this one, that he's going to for stealth. We're good to go.
Everyone's ready to fight. Everyone draw your swords.
Is Hollister just letting everybody roll over him for the plan?
Yeah. From where we're standing, how far could you move before a minion even had a line of sight on you?
10 yards, tops, not far.
Yeah.
You're
all
far
right.
enough into the cave where you're in the shadows of it, and they didn't immediately just hear a muffled scream and see a quick flare of oil fire, but not so far that it's going to take.
There's a
you
bustle of activity.
Yeah,
that sort
you
of
can
thing.
see a bustle of activity. You can see every now and then it's like.
If
Yeah.
you go have
I'm
a
gonna
look at
cast
this wall,
guidance
basically
on
just grabbing
myself.
onto Scruffy
Yep.
neck and
And I'm
pulling
going to
him
roll
back.
stealth.
Okay,
Oh, he's not moving. He's
I just
standing
like, if you-
stock still.
It's going to be fine. I'm casting
he
guidance.
casts guidance
on
on
it.
himself, so it's not going to be.
Oh, it's D4, so 5.
And I have proficiency in stealth.
7.
So I got a...
It's 8 now, isn't it?
I'm a plus 6 in stealth. Fuck you very much.
Oh, that's so cute.
Aww.
Rogues. I'm crawling along the ceiling. That's not like an advantage type situation. No.
Roll your stealth.
I'll just roll it. I'll just roll it.
Yeah,
Like here.
yeah, with your hands and dice. Ooh,
Oh, he's the
13?
new Seagroom.
13.
That's what my bonus is.
Shut up.
Oh. Mine's only 12.
That's not... I don't
So
know.
everyone was
I don't
prepared to
know,
fight,
I don't
right?
know
You
what
drew
that look
weapons.
means.
That's either a good thing. Which,
This is a natural one. Oh.
So, from your vantage point at the top of the cavern, which you
You
managed to
Everyone points.
scamper up,
20 people just turn around and look at you.
you sort of knock the point off one of the stalactites,
Oh no.
which, and we're just talking like a couple of inches off the end, and this is like drops, and it's almost like slow motion in your mind, just like, and you just hear it. And one of the minions sort of like notices, turns to look and is looking around. Huh. And then like quickly scurries along.
it's brown trousers time.
This is why I wore my brown pants.
That's why he wears brown pants and a red t-shirt.
Okay. From the, from the vantage point you got there, you can sort of see. It's not the widest angle that you can get looking in there, but you can see in the harbour there are 3 ships on the piers. Each of them has just got a bustle of activity of workers in this cave, just like loading them up with as much stuff as possible. They all look seaworthy.
I'm going to use my telepathic boop boop
Oh
boop
no.
to talk to Poppet
Oh no.
and relay that information about the boats. Also, tell Hana that she sucks.
Probably just tells Hannah there's boats.
I know you didn't tell her that she sucks right now. That's okay, Poppet. You're cool.
It's one sneak attack and you'll be unconscious. Just want to throw that out there.
And then
by
I
the way.
mentally say to Hana, Poppet didn't want to tell you that you suck.
What was that? It is like a loud thing, like if you tap it and talk, people can hear you, right?
It's not like a fucking megaphone, but
But enough to make someone look up, perchance, the same.
If someone was particularly perceptive, they might.
I'm just imagining I do that, and it probably
Well,
like this.
This is going to be like a fucking police raid when it pops off, right? This is going to be like,
Yes, but typically
Shock
you
and
want to
awe.
be with a group of people, not by yourself.
you know,
Initially.
hanging off the roof
everybody
in
freeze.
your Spider-Man pajamas.
Footy pajamas.
Full
Alright.
pajamas.
What I think we need to do when we go through, apart from there, one of the first things to do would be secure a boat.
So I'm somewhere around here right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
I think the first thing
You're
that
about
we
40 feet up.
you guys hold the bridge. One of our first things, apart from getting this, would be to secure a boat because
I'm staying
we don't
on the
want them
ceiling.
going.
At this point, I am Spider-Man.
I'm not sure if there's a way down to the I suppose the elevator would have to touch the roof, wouldn't it? Or would it?
No, I think it's like a little
The
pool.
roof
It's like
touches the
up.
roof. It's a cave. It's all roof.
Thank you, Ryan.
You can
No,
try.
I'm just trying to think how I can get down easily. It's probably going to be.
Oh,
Just
I
drop.
got one suggestion.
Just drop.
It's only 40 feet.
Can you cast sleep more often?
Yes. I can
Excellent.
trust that.
Problem
will.
that solves itself.
Why are we getting so weird and combative about this? We're on the same team.
I also still have some pamphlets that can put him to sleep.
Not all of us.
You're all just fucking jealous of my Spider-Man footy pajamas.
A
And
little
then we
bit.
can steal his pajamas.
This is
You
true.
probably don't want him anymore
I really don't.
after that stalactite business.
Yes, I think create the ruckus. We go down, secure a boat first. Maybe the 6 cops come with us.
Let's murder everybody at that top floor.
Secure the boat.
You forgot
Grab the
you
people.
forgot to mention the part where you murder all the dozen of people on the top floor.
I just didn't realise I had to say the blatant obvious.
Now, Hollister has to come with us to point out the person.
Oh yeah, he's tagging along.
Yeah.
You can also.
You could just say you carry this idea later on, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
Brilliant. We're good to go.
Alright.
Oh, and if you get scared, you scream a lot. It'll work.
Sure, darling.
Ooh. Alright. We have a
Which
plan.
radio would you like?
So I think that's probably
You
going to
get
be
to say that once, by the way.
The Darwin?
Yeah.
No.
And I'll snarl that too. Oh no, you'll literally see like fangs spread out, so you get to say that once.
We should do see a significant pair of canines.
Drows are weird.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. I forgot about that.
The werewolf part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, drow. Drow part.
Yeah. With that, I think we'll probably call it for the night.
That's gonna
Maybe
be fun.
Next
when
week.
you get back to town, invest in some silver bullets.
This one's got your name on it, mostly so I don't waste silver.
Most of them know who it's for.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.